All right. Oh, my boy, Max. What's good, Max? What is good? Wait, take a look. What is good? Sorry, I added things. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? A slight glow up. Slight glow up for the channel, chat, whatever, streaming things. Hello, Max. How are you, Max? Max says, I'm here early this time. Feels good. Hell yeah, Max. We got a lot to do in Tower Fantasy. Although, if we do get all of our stuff done, we'll jump over to Dark Tide, because tomorrow I would like to play more of the Josh Roiland talking gun that scream at you and beg for murder game, which was actually quite fun. Wasn't really feeling streamy that day when we streamed it, so I wanted to redeem myself and play it one more time and see. But yes, this is the new stream layout. I hope people, everyone hates change, but I thought it was high time that I dedicated time to doing that, and I'll talk to you guys more about it probably on Saturday. Saturdays are hangout stream. We'll probably talk about more there. Yeah, but basically, if this ever gets too much, we can just take it away. It's too much, gone. But it's right now, it's transparent, shouldn't get too much in the way. Also, I took down the square blocks that oscillate constantly just for basically an update thing. So it's like an update feed. So if somebody donates, somebody does whatever, subscribes, follows, should be all right there. It should pop up and chat. Well, here's the thing, actually. I don't know why chat is not showing up. Odd. Max even commented, yee, well that's not good. Alert box chat. Yeah, Max, I don't know if can you spam the chat with just random bullshit. I'm sure you'll get like and stop it because YouTube has autocorrect stuff, but yeah, I guess I could. If I say hi, boom. I say ooh is what I say. It popped up. Okay, it popped up for me. Max, why is it not popping up for you? Uh-oh. Wait, it does. Max is there. It's kind of tiny. I need to fix it, but it looks, wait. Oh, what the fuck? Why are there no words, dude? It just shows a name. Fuck. Oh, God, why? Maybe it is there. It's just super hard to see. Ugh, I don't know. It looks like there's just a name. What is good on dying? No, sorry, I'm just random words. Max is still there. Yeah, I don't see any words up in there. So what is breaking to make that happen? Okay. The fucked up thing is I can't easily pivot it back. I'm just looking at a bunch of code. So, background border, no, that's not it. Is it like font size maybe that I fucked up with this? If I do 50, does that do anything positive? Something. Continue to spam the chat, Max, please, until we balance out. The chat might just be a little fucked today. We just have to turn off for now. You still got chat, but it's just not going to be on screen. You try to do something nice, give yourself an update, and it all breaks. I don't know if it's going to actually work better. Let's do this. We'll say hi again to myself and Max. Nope, it just says, hey, we're flying blind. Okay. Clean that, text, delay. Wouldn't be anything involved in that. Font style, maybe? Is it font size that fucks it up, maybe? If I max that shit out and make it huge, I don't think that'll do much of anything, but maybe. We'll say hi again. Hi. Sorry, Max, we'll bounce out in a minute. I said hi, it's still not updating. Do it! I'll have to fix it later, but unfortunately, chat's not gonna be on screen. But it does look kind of like that, except instead of it being like, yeah. So, yeah, basically, like in the square box, I'll make it bigger. In the square box, there'll be your words. And yeah. Well, so much for that. Oh, wait, is that it? If we did this, does that make it better? Probably not, but let's see. I made it black. Did that make it pop more? Probably help if I made it white, actually. We did font style. We did one of these. Made it white instead. It might help. Test. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Max. All right. Also, it worked. Okay, it was that. Okay, good. It's still tiny as fuck. It's still, you need to rock max quality to even get what it looks like. But we'll get it eventually. What's good, Sir Raccoon? Hello, Sir Raccoon. Merry holidays. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick aside, even though we just had a whole ass aside again. Also, I do not know how this is going to go. Chat's off screen. Chat's off screen. But ladies and gentlemen, for a couple days ago, I talked to you guys about this tea for a week, basically. This tea business over and over and over again, a lot. It's called Herba Mate tea. I finally have it. That's all leaf. All right, that is the most leaf you could ever see ever. And I've already tried it. It's good. It's bitter, but yeah, this is amazing. Actually, it's a very unique taste, but basically just tastes like herbs, literally. Yeah, or like tobacco-y herb, but not without the tar. Anyway, hard to describe. But I drank like 5 cups of this, and it had no crash, so that's good. Ooh, it does taste bitter. It's not bitter. It's like a weird plant bitterness. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's play some video game. Let's play. We need to tighten that up. It's too long. What's good though? But I hope you guys like the new style of it all. I will adjust and, over time, all that. Max says, "Oh, no chat broke. It's breaking already. I will have to leave." And I got you, Max. All right, we'll get into it. Do you want to go play some Fall Guys? What you guys want to do? All right, it's all so much. Oh, god damn it! I gotta pull this up. Give me a sec. There it is. Lock on. Good. Now my controller is good. We're good. Okay. So there's a lot to get to. I have my dailies. We have resin. Oh, so many things. But we could just go and jump right into the event, and we could grind that together because it's just like a good Fall Guys kind of type thing. And yes, go over here. We're close. Also, surprise thing over here. I wasn't prepared for this in the slightest. But apparently, let's grab this. There is, if we go to event, we go to this. Oh no, is it this? No. Where is it? It's this. They brought back Nemesis. Does that mean that we are having to wait even longer to get the other people? God, I hope not. God, I hope not. But already we're getting a returning banner, which is pretty huge. I don't know if Max, if you know anything about this, but yes. Max said, "Let me get on the game first." She's sorry, Max. Fuck me, I guess. Anyways, oh, you have an appointment. What's the appointment? Just a checkup? Spark says, "Hola, was I right? Hola, my amigo." Oh, hola, mi amigo. Gotcha. What's good, Sparks? How are you? How do you like our? I'll be honest. It is the kind of change that you'll do when you're kind of like, I kind of like what we had, but I need a change. So it's just kind of similar but different. But yeah. I saw the Nemesis rerun yesterday. Yeah, me too. I thought it maybe came up before that, but yeah, I wonder, man. I wonder because to me, I'm just waiting for Lyra, and at this point, I'm kind of like, hey, can we, I know we're all saving, it's helpful, but also, it'd be great to just have big mecha arms smashing shit. That might be the catalyst I need to get my ass moving. You know what I mean? Yeah, organic, a little bit. What do you mean, like the drink we talked about, or the overlay? I feel like it's a little psychedelic, actually. This bit at least. This bit's a little hippy dippy. I love the transition though. It feels like that's more me. It's like there are two shades of me, which is this, which is just very gray, etc., minimalist, etc. But then when we change scenes, there's like this happy color psychedelic freak show, you know. So hopefully it works out. But yes. I saw the Nemesis room, well, last night, I should say. Also, I've got a therapist call, not even really in a... Oh, gotcha. That's good, man. Everyone needs to do that. I say that as a person who has yet to do that, but want to greatly. But also, I don't know. I feel like it's also one of those things when you start getting into, like... Into some business, some funkiness in your head. That's when you probably got... Yeah, I fluctuate, but not, like, to the point where I'm like, this is a thing I need to do just yet. But... Granted, if you had disposable income a ton of time, you'd like, yeah, you'd figure it out. Yeah, I think it's a good thing to do overall, etc. Let me go and do a daily, I guess, until when we're waiting for Max. Let's do rewards. No, it's not that. Play this game. I'm playing too many games to where my whole genetic understanding of the game is kind of scattered. Yes. Like, I want to play Dark Tide, but I haven't really been able to play any game on the side, you know what I mean? Which is a little shitty, but also just because of editing. I also like editing, so it's not like I'm having a bad life. It's just that I'm behind on all my video games, basically. So Raccoon says, Tarsh. What's tar? What do you mean? Is that what that is? That gradient weird, like, yeah. And Sparks says, the new banner looks incredible. Good. Thanks, Sparks. Thanks. Appreciate that. I will say, I do. It is so hard to find a really... Oh, Tarsh means... Yeah, oh, gotcha. There you go. What do you call it? It is so hard, Sparks, to find, like, something that, like, to try to change the box. Where is it? So I have here on the face cam thing, this right here. I was experimenting, and I don't know if I like it. But it's, I wanted to change it up a little bit, because, but this... But that looks kind of too yellowy, you know. That maybe I don't know. It's hard to really describe. We could try some, like, I think cyan just works with anything really. You know, looks like just nice enough to where it kind of works, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. Do we just go with the white? Do we go with dark? Dark looks just weird. Nice cyan color, super bright. I don't know. What. Oh, we should just leave it. Like white, hard to say. White with shades of black is kind of the way we're rocking. I feel like it just works. I would like to splash some color in there, but fuck me, I don't know. I don't know what to do really. It's rough. I spat everywhere. Rough. But let's go do this daily. We got to kill people in Vera. Just slaughter animals as we always do. Max says, I'm ready for the shenanigans. Give me a minute. We're just gonna kill 6 enemies of cactus. But not that cactus, because he one-shots us. Only a certain kind of cactus. Quickly die. Oh, of course it fucking aggroes on the one guy. The one who can instantly shoot us. Chill. Go! Another 3 enemies. I see only 2. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I see 3. Good. Spock says, well, your logo has black, blue, red, while white in it. Should you, the color around your camera have those colors? Probably. The issue is this, like this thing around me is an animated, like, thing that, like, how I'm changing it is by, like, just changing the overall color key of it. So it's not like I can individually change, like, the white, because the easy answer would just be, like, change the white to, like, that gold, that flowy gold, and then we'd be cooking. But I can't. I can only change the whole thing. So, yeah, it's kind of like, I will still figure it out, but yeah. And for our logo, I guess it's more of, like, a black, cyan. But it's weird, like, even though that is the logo, I've always enjoyed the, like, gold look, you know what I mean? Like, whenever we transition, that's the kind of look that we're rocking, essentially, this. That, like, that orangey kind of yellowy type thing. I don't know why, it just makes my eyes happy, but yeah. Alright, let me invite Max. Max, how much of this event do we have to grind out? Because I have no idea. Let us see. We also have some challenges that we could do. A little bit, not a great deal. We got 2 stacks. This event, we have quite a long time to do it. So fuck it. Also, are the rewards great? They're okay. Well, actually, they're pretty good. This is really good. That's like slowly over time you might be able to manage, but yeah. My nose, man, started leaking out of nowhere. But how's y'all's day, by the way? How's y'all's week? I haven't talked to a good bit of you guys for a little bit. What do you call it, man? Yesterday I did my exercise, and with this damn tea, I felt great. It could just been one of those days where like sometimes you have a good exercise day, your heart rate's good and all that stuff. But I think that might be the determining factor. The only thing I don't know yet is if I can drink it before around when I go to sleep, even though it has caffeine in it. We'll see. Probably not. Yeah. Also, man, everyone's character looks so good. Oh, I really like that one. That one looks really unique. Also, that one looks also good for other reasons. But anyway. So Raccoon says, if he touches you wrong, you're gonna die. Who's gonna die? This? Oh, what? Max says, I don't know. I don't know how much we need to do. A lot, I think, is the overall consensus. A lot of the events. The events, I think, haven't found their like happy medium between like. Tower Fantasy is a game with so much stuff to grind already that I don't know if you need a particularly high amount of everything else. You know, I think something could give, and it would be somewhat okay. Okay. Woo. Yeah, some people just choose violence. Oof. Oh, I fucked up. Fuck it. We gotta start climbing up. Maybe not. Maybe we done fucked up. Well, maybe not. Go. Fucking great. I hate me so much. I'm so bad at this fucking event. That is why the title is the name it is. It is entirely false, but yes. I like the color of the transition. Yeah, me too, right, man? Yeah, I love it a lot. It's like it's just this nice, warm, trippy looking thing. Yeah, I feel like we might just rip those colors for our new general vibe. But also, I like that it's like the way that gradient happens with like the different colors. It almost feels. How do I put it? Like if I were to change one color, like with the chroma key on my streaming software, it would make it all look kind of different and good too, which I like. Like with our oh god, shit. Oh, okay. No, that's not good. Not good. Panic. Oh, fucking really? Oh, speed bonus. There is a jump pad. Go. Okay, not a great jump pad. Jump. Ow, great. Great. I'm so fucking shit. I feel like your best bet is just to set up like some sort of thing on your phone and just constantly do these and die, because you'll get like minimum 100, but you just need to do so many. I just don't know why you wouldn't automate the fuck out of this. But the thing that they do have you on is if you are in like the top 20, you get like 1,000 opposed to like 300. But still, if you could just keep running this on your phone while you're watching an anime or something, or a TV series or a YouTube video, then you could crank it out pretty easily, I think. But yeah, that's the nicest part about Tower Fantasy, that is on your phone and it's pretty chill, you know. Spark says, the transition reminds me of a Tibetan sand Mandela. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Yeah, to me it's like a trippy, weird like Rorschach painting type thing. Also, never mind, when you get last you get 100 but you only get a little bit more when you do the thing. I think I got 1,000 that one time. I guess not, but still, not too bad. I feel like you should still just run it a bunch. I will say though, this, it was moving fast. I had to slow it down because it's just weird. The speed of this trend, like the background floatiness of it all. Also, I tried to make it so that you guys could still see behind, like it's transparent, this thing. So it's, I'm still not sure. I feel like, I don't know about it. I feel like if I could add like a fade behind, like a black thing that gave it some sort of like shadowing effect, maybe. Although that would make it worse. But yeah, you can kind of see through it. You can see that little dragon in my name. That little guy, see? A little bit transparent. Anyway. But, yeah, man, it's fun. But it's always such a different, like you think you're gonna do something and it's way harder, like, than you think. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna wake up today and make sure my stream is good. And I get all my colors in the right alignment. And, woof. Was it a lot to do just that. I really do need to make this bigger though. The chat is almost unreadable. It's so small. So yeah, but you know, work with me. Work with me. Also, there's way too much real estate in the chat box. Like I wish it would expand and collapse based on the text, but woof. Although I do like how everything is, I don't know what you guys, but for me, I really enjoy when things are the same. The font basically that's being used makes sure everything's capitalized. I know people get annoyed by screaming always is what it looks like, but to me it just makes it easier to read for whatever reason when something is all caps. I think it's because I did review recently on like a notepad on like a Google Doc essentially, and I just wrote a bunch, and for whatever reason when I started writing it was capped, and I was like, okay, I'll just keep it capped, and now I'm my brain's like, that's how I can recognize words easier. It's stupid, but yeah. On a side note, man, that Justin Rowling game is I gotta replay up to that point where we were, because I'm not sure if you guys seen it, but it was one of the few times where I was more or less genuinely embarrassed, basically. Also, let's just be a menace for once. Let's just cause a bunch of madness to take place. Everyone's like, no one gets a nice thing. No one gets nice things. Oh, of course they fucking know. Shit. Okay, we'll do this. Jumpies. We'll do this. Oh, I did not know they could hit a one above. So if you jump, you can detonate the above tiles. That's not good. So this is not an easy game to do the to do the thing. Also, Sparks, what game are you playing currently right now? I feel like you jump around a little bit. Also, Raccoon, what do you do in this holiday season? Also, what do you guys want? I'm sorry, I'm asking you so much. Oh my fuck! I see this is why we can't talk and have nice things. Oh fuck. Oh, this fucking dude. He just came by out of nowhere and was like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna take what you love. Oh, you're playing Let It Die still? Man, Raccoon. That makes sense though, Raccoon. Yeah. Or sorry, Raccoon. I thought I read Sparks' comment, but yeah. Yeah, no, man. Let It Die is one of those games. You ever give Deathverse a try? I hear like, yeah, mostly good things, but also a little mixed things. Like I think nobody would have preferred Deathverse. Oh fuck me, great. I was doing so good. I just want to die. I have 5th place. Admirable. Okay, fuck. Shit. But yeah, what do you call it? I don't think anyone would have preferred, like if given the option between Let It Die 2, which upped the ante, gave you more armor. Hopefully gave you some like randomly generated arenas or like missions or something that was more streamlined. I think most people would prefer that. But yeah, also, but with that being said, Let It Die is also a game that I think most people play a ton of, take a break from, take a break from. So people are just slowly over the years chipping away at it. And there's not a lot of games that have the art style that Let It Die has. So I kind of get it. You know what I mean? What's your favorite weapon though right now, Sir Raccoon? Also, Goblin be kicking that ass. Well done, Goblin. That's Max in chat, by the way, for those of you guys who don't know. Spark says, at the moment, I kind of dislike every game when I'm playing. I've mostly been playing CSGO, Valorant, and worse, BR. Even though ever known as Warzone 2.0, I see. I may start playing Skyrim again for the billionth time. Well, Skyrim is always one of those games, man, that's like, it's kind of the best because you can just add mods. Or do you play it on PC? Because if you don't, oh boy, that'd be like the next bastion to be like, okay, let me save up for a PC and then get that and then run it. Max, let's go. Flame Wand is solid. Flame Wand is one of those ones that, yeah, it's hard to describe. It has a weird relationship with the AI, where it seems like you can like land them pretty quickly. Especially the only issue that I find that was with ranged weapons in Let It Die. If you use weapons at like the best time possible, like say if an enemy turns a corner and then immediately when they turn the corner you blast them with a wand, they'll just dodge. Like they'll have that weird instinct, which doesn't make sense. But if you like tease them and get them to attack, then you back up and then smash them in the face with a wand, then that works. Which maybe could be argued like counter hitting. Oh, I don't know. But Sir Raccoon, if you ever get a chance to use the flail, that is still by far to me the funnest, best, meatiest, punchiest weapon in the game. Also, it's a giant metal steel ball going into a bunch of enemies with crazy reach and also mass AoE swing, and also has a fucking ungodly durability which can last forever. So, just every box check. But what do you call Sparks? Yeah, man, I think everyone has that thing within gaming. We talked about this last week, I think, where like you go through a thing where you start playing games and video games stop becoming fun, essentially. And you're like, am I falling out of love with the thing that I've loved since I was a child? And you're like, well, yes and no. You've probably been playing too much of it, so you should go to another love, whether that's watching TV, whether that's, watching anime, whatever it be. So that always helps, that like distance. Spark says, yep, I'm a PC gamer with a NASA PC, let's go! I want to mod Skyrim to look ultra realistic, but it takes a PhD to mod, probably, no kidding, man. There was a really cool mod source I seen, Sparks, that made me excited when it started to be introduced, but basically, you could download somebody's mod file with everything being basically working. So you'd fresh install Skyrim, and then you would go to like the this mod configuration pack where a person would like go through the time. These crazy modders have been doing it forever. You can make it so that mods don't conflict and they don't overwrite each other, and they can just perfectly sequence. And then you just download that like plug that plugs in to the game, and you're basically ready to rip. And to me that was really cool, except I haven't heard much about that tool source for a while. Yeah, see, that person's just farming. He's just dropping. Yeah, he's just on his phone, probably hitting go. The amount of times people write scripts for this game is iconic and a lot. Fucker. God damn it. I hate this cunt. Piece of shit. I was just trying to segregate a little bit of piece of my pie. And this bastard taking it from me. There we go. Oh, what the fuck? What? What happened? What the fuck happened? I feel so robbed. I feel absolutely robbed. I didn't get hit at all. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm pissed. Oh god, I was doing so good too. I planned out my position. God damn it. There was no like spark either. Must have been like not loaded in or something. I don't know. Maybe there was like a pickup that you can get that just fucks somebody randomly up. I don't know. And jump. Hey, victory, baby! Let's go. And Goblin right behind me. I wonder if people, I feel like it's the smartest thing to just look up and see if there's a person above you and how easy it is for them to thrive. I just get too locked into the zone. I'm just like, I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Have you already done a Skyrim Let's Play, Sparks? Like over again? Sir Raccoon says, I spent a lot of time this month beating God of War Ragnarok on the hardest difficulty. Dude, how good of a game is that, Sir Raccoon? I loved it so much. It's so hard to describe, because to me, those of you people who beat the game, there's like this feeling of like, it's just, I feel the most closure I could feel. You know what I mean? Where like, our boy, and like it ends it, but it ends it in like, the story isn't necessarily done. Like there's still the epilogue to Kratos' story, which we'll probably come back to when Atreus is a grown man. And we'll see what like he has fostered within that land, and this prophecy probably will take place. Anyways, and he'll be, yeah. But then you're also super excited because Atreus is like, we've been like fostered. They've been like, it's just the, it's to me, it's the, I can't even think of a story that's better conceived of them like beautifully passing on the torch whilst letting the other one not come to a close, not like outing it immediately, like killing him, etc. Which is funny because that's what everyone was speculating, that like Kratos has to die so that Atreus can pick up the torch. But instead, it's like no. Well, we're not. Our boy over there, our new boy, say Atreus, he's gonna go off and do some shit. I will say that was the weird part about the story of Ragnarok a little bit, is it felt kind of strange, and I'm not spoiling anything really, besides just nothing, but it is kind of strange that there's a moment within the story at like the midway point when Atreus is told a secret, and you're like, oh, this is going to be unraveled, and then they just kind of put it on the side, and you're like, oh, okay, and they're like, oh no, that's the next game, queued up in the middle of it. Yeah, it's a lot. But anyways, still pretty badass. Let's load it up again. I hope the next one is Egypt. Absolutely, man. Egypt, or probably Egypt. Yeah, we already have a lot of like what do you call it, Greek and stuff like that. Or we already have that, I guess. I think they no, they kind of burned the Greek. All that has been like 16 games of God of War, the Greek and Thor and all that stuff. Not Thor, sorry, Zeus and all that stuff. But I cannot wait to see how because I was like, I don't know how they're gonna make me enjoy Atreus' combat more than Kratos', which is just brutality and violence. But sure as shit, there's moments when Atreus like fucking heel kicks somebody and then just pushes them 50 feet back, and that feels fucking meaty. That feels powerful. And also when you get that crisp headshot, you also feel like you're earning it because of the accuracy. And then the speed of him just hit, and the like health bars dissolve. I'm worried about that. I worry that they scaled up Atreus' damage just to make him more enjoyable, while also making you get through the encounters quicker. But simultaneously, I also wonder if they're going to tone down his damage in the base game, in the sequel game, which will probably get another 5 years. So it's like bittersweet. But again, because they ended it on such a nice note, you're kind of like, all right, it can get worse. It could be worse. Also, what is this? What does that do? The orb. I just want a piece of Eden. And this fucking guy, there's always this one bastard who's just the worst. Yeah, so he like burns out all the first layer and then he just jumps to his death, which is weird. That guy's entirely about, like, let's just kill them as fast as we possibly can. Did the bike guy go? Nope. Shit. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Luckily, the bike guy is gone. So it's just free real estate up here. Choices were made, not the wisest. I'm not playing optimally. The children's game. But yes. Fuck off, dude. Come on. Break. Whew. All right. I quite literally have beaten this game, beaten the game on every difficulty, with every playstyle. Skyrim, I mean? Are you excited, Sparks, for the Obsidian's successor to the Elder Scrolls? Kind of not successor, but it seems like a fantasy Elder Scrolls game. And I don't know if there's many games that, to me, I'm not sure if you've ever played. If it's just not your similar cup of tea, I guess. Like fantasy meets like apocalyptic future, I guess. But Fallout New Vegas, man, to me, I haven't played a game that necessarily has that essence, you know, like a budget and also almost feels like plenty, like a surplus of unique ideas and all that stuff. I'm sure, like, Skyrim is great, by the way. I'm not saying that, but to me, like, there's something that Obsidian was able to do with New Vegas and Old World Blues that just felt so, like, viscerally different, I guess. It's hard to describe. But needless to say, I'm very excited for that game. Or the whatever, any of the things Obsidian's made, but I haven't felt something that's made me feel like the New Vegas has felt in a while. Maybe it's just reverence for the game, but yeah, I still think I'd probably put Skyrim just as a more meatier game. But New Vegas, man, has, especially the DLC. I think New Vegas is good, but the DLC is where they were able to be like, fuck it, let's just have fun. That was where it got really fun, you know. So I'm curious, have you ever played New Vegas as well? So if you played so much Skyrim, then could use a bit break maybe. But we've seen how that has went. So also, if you have, well, I gotta read the rest of your comment because I can't right now, but there was always those mechanics that I almost wished, oh, fucking great. Well, maybe it's best that we just die. We just let him win because we're gonna be here a long time. Let's just end it. So yeah. 400, honorable. But what was I about to say? Oh, also, yeah, I don't know. Do you get your money? Yeah, I think you get your money as soon as you beat the encounter. So you could literally just start it up, run off, start it off, run off, start it, run it, and you could just keep exiting essentially. But yeah. But anyways, what I was about to say was there was certain mods that I always like had in the back of my head that if I ever were to play Skyrim, I would use these mods. And then of course, you know, time goes by and you're kind of like, I'll get to it later, and then it's been a while. But with VR, which I was gonna ask Barks, if you have a Giga NASA PC and you wanted to play Skyrim again, why not do it with a VR twist? I know it's a little more money with the VR headset, but Oculus Quest is, yeah. But the reason why I point that out is because people who have said like they've loved Skyrim to bits, playing it in VR with specifically the plank mod, which is a mod that allows you like to pick up, it gives physics to every character, so you can like grab your companion's hand and run, and you'll drag them along. Not like actually they'll walk as if you're like in Fable 2 or Fable 3 when you're holding someone's hand and pulling them. Similar to something like that. You can also pick someone up by the throat and like stab them with a dagger or something horribly brutal. And you can pick someone up and just chuck them, etc. Weird physics like that. There's that, and there's like immersive mods where you can tip your health potion around your mouth and you'll drink it. stuff like that, which is to me was just like that's the shit, man. That's playthrough 5. Also, I think it'll make Magic way cooler. Because like imagine playing Skyrim VR and you literally force pull somebody like this, like especially if you download mods that give you unique magic. If you get the mod that basically gives you the same spell as the Skyrim vampire, the elite vampire that like is basically just like a force choke essentially. You force choke someone, throw them in the air, and then hit them with like another blast of Fusra Da, but in a spellful form, and you just can cuss them 50 feet away. So good, so good. But that wasn't the mod I was talking about. One of the mods that I thought was always be cool to have is there was a mod that basically gave you like a house that you can invest money into, and it would like build out residual things. Like every day you get a soul gem, and if you put a fuck ton of money in there, then every day you get like 15 soul gems, and they're crazy good. And yeah, so stop noticing me. That but Spark says, I've quite literally have beaten the game on every difficulty, on every possible playstyle. I have even made a goal once to get to 25,000 houses with only killing animals. What? What does that mean? What? I can't steal it or what? What do you mean? So Raccoon says, I've played 76 and 4. Ooh, sir, if you wanted to have it's a little clunky looking. Like just to be fair, Fallout New Vegas is older game. It looks a little rough, but I promise you, man, especially if you fall into like one of the best parts about Fallout, probably 76 and New Vegas and Skyrim even, was if you guys remember the heyday when those games first came out and you were like searching on YouTube all these strategies, all this like weird breaking the game and getting advantages and disadvantages, like there's a sword over in this one thing that you can go get and it's incredibly strong, all that weird shit. That's Fallout 76 in a T, except it's built into the game in a very clever way. So like there's a rare weapon in a cave that you can run through everybody, grab this awesome weapon, it's suppressed, it has high critical damage, you have a little bit of stealth, and you'll just nuke anybody who you shoot in the head. And yeah, if you ever have a second, I would suggest Fallout New Vegas, because it's a little hard to get into because it looks a little clunky, but the world, the atmosphere, the choices, it's good. It's so good. Let's start up another thing. Yeah, Fallout 4 is also really good. Yeah, Fallout 4 is really good. I don't mean to disparage the other Fallouts. They're awesome. I love Fallout in general. I just love anything Bethesda, even if they're a little clunky here and there. I still like them. But I think Fallout Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas, were like just the cream of the cream for me. Spark says, I've been wanting to play Fallout 4 on PC, but the game crashes so much. If they remastered New Vegas, then I'll probably buy that. Yeah, that's... I feel like that's probably in the future, because Obsidian has expressed interest in, now that they're under the same umbrella of Xbox, it does make sense for them to have competing brands that are like very similar. So people are speculating that Obsidian's voice wanting to make another Fallout, and of course, it only benefits Bethesda to have more games come out in between their uploads, which even Todd Howard says that he doesn't like how long games take to make for them. So if they could have another company make like an in-between game, awesome. The issue is I think fucking people loved New Vegas so much that I think Bethesda probably was just like, huh, like, well, our game's good too. I could see that being a weird thing. Anyways. But yeah, I think it would make sense that Obsidian would or they would hire somebody to redo the thing. Also weird, my umbrella was still in my hand, or fan was still in my hand. Fuck you. You're the worst. I hate everybody. I hate everybody. It's an easy way I could put it. There's no love in this world. Is there any no. Oh. Not really. Stay away from me. Give me the outer edge. How the fuck did you? Oh, you have a fucking buffs. Gee, okay. Well, you know, who needs money anyway? So if I'm here, can I just leave? Yeah, I feel like you could be hyper efficient in this and literally just be like, get to top 5 and then jump off. Get to top 5, jump off. Get to top 5, jump off, leave. You could crank this out immediately. But it's interesting you say that, Sparks. I haven't actually found crashes happen with my on Fallout 4. That is, yeah. But I've always been that guy who has absurdly lucky, which is not crashing the game. so yeah. Oh, I still feel like Fallout 4 never really got to like the modding frequency that other games did. With that being said, there are still some huge outliers in Fallout 4. Like if you're gonna do a playthrough of that game, I would highly advise you get a mod called Sim Settlements, which allows you to basically just put down like a beacon type thing, and every time you come back to the city and every time you go off and do quests, the city will start to build itself by itself. So if you just set up a bunch of these places, and you can even come back to them, get your money. Like, it's just so brilliant, the Sim Settlements thing. Especially if you do it immediately when you're first starting the game, and then it builds out this crazy empire. It seems perfect. But that guy, to me, that like the Sim Settlement guy, that guy, Bethesda should go out of their way to hire, because he did like almost all of it by himself, and just made the game infinitely better. Like it was one of the few mods I thought went like crazy beyond what people could even consider to be a mod. Should have been like, you know, like Bethesda's DLC for Skyrim, which unlocked housing. This was like that, except on crack. Like it was just it automated everything. Like, and towns started interweaving on top of each other. Like the best designs that were out there, he conceived of, and it's like an evolutionary period. So when you first start the game, you just got a bunch of huts, and when at the end of the game, everything's like a fucking giant factory that's producing so much resources and caps and money and rare resources and rare weapons. Sorry, and it was just like, this is nuts. I wanted to buy the $25,000 house. The $25,000 house in Skyrim, but role played as a hunter that only killed animals, and I don't recommend that playstyle. It's super. I was about to say, Sparks. That's like that's a different beast there. That's like a love of the atmosphere and world that I can't even conceive of. That's nuts. But hell, people get their yeah. What having said though, Skyrim is that like very immersive, quiet game that would be in some ways cathartic, I think. So Raccoon says, I did a lot of running in past Dark Souls. Yeah. Oh, I love that was like, it's almost coded into the game of Elden Ring. Raccoon, have you played Elden Ring? Because Elden Ring is that, like, if you have fond memories of those things, of like Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Skyrim, Bully, there's these games that basically have these unique like Easter eggs, except they're really just like things that the designers put in to where you get like a massive advantage if you know where they are. So like if you know this weapon's over here and you just beeline right there as soon as you start the game, you can have a stupid spike in power and just be way happier and way more OP. What was I referring to this to? Oh, in Elden Ring is the exact same thing, except on like way revved up, where like every single thing, you could go to a cave, get like a super crazy summon, go over here, get a weapon, go over here, immediately max your weapon up to the maximum point, basically, and just give it. Just gunner. It's just so good. Ooh, playing Big Mama. Everyone is ruthless in this world. God damn all of you. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Uh-oh. No, it's bad. It's actually it's a problem. I can't move. Okay. My whole game crashed. Not good. Not good. Whole game just crashed. Ugh. Shit. Well, you hate to see it, but you know, it is what it is. I was about to say we just stun locked and we just started going up, and I was like, okay, something's wrong. There's a problem here. What's good, Bolty? Bolty says, yo, what's good, Bolty? Bolty, check it out. This is our new stream layout. What you think? I gotta fix the chat when comments are coming in. I gotta fix the chat. Here we go. Sir Raccoon says, yeah, you did play Elden Ring. Man, that game to me was the antithesis. It made me feel just like that, where like there were so many videos of like, go here, do this, and I think, man, that's like such a good idea for like, oh, I don't even get a point. I don't even think I got points. Anyways, are you here, Max? Max is here. Let's leave. Let's leave Max. Fuck this shit. Damn, that's trippy. Yeah, the I don't know, it's something satisfying about it. Like, yeah, it's a little much, and then it becomes better. It becomes like, okay, all right, and then we're back in it. You know what I mean? So we got like minimalism, but then we got that like high energy, I'm a hippie kind of vibe, which is me as a person. I don't like color a lot, but my mind is that. That makes me feel good looking at it. That weird, trippy thing. Yeah. Spark says, oh, I forgot about Dark Souls. May need to do another play. Not even, have you played Elden Ring? Or is not your thing? Sparks. Because it's always surprised me when people say, like, I'm going to do another playthrough of a game I've already experienced. And we're like, well, why not play like another game which is similar but different? Like, different world-ish. But also a bunch of stuff. Or maybe you already played the Elden Ring to death, maybe. Already. Spark says, if you play Fallout 4 on Ultra, then it crashes every 5 minutes. Oh, I didn't know that. I have heard an absurd overkill. I have an absurd overkill PC. I've labeled as NASA computer, so I know the issue is not hardware. Really? I'm jealous, Sparks. After doing some VR stuff, I'm not sure if you ever replied to what I asked about that. If you ever considered doing a VR playthrough of Skyrim VR, but. What do you call it? Yeah, that's one of those things that to me, I would love to have one day. Unfortunately, I ain't there yet. I'm like, I'm good. It's a good PC, a solid PC, can do things. But it also, like, when you do some VR things, it starts going like, kill me, kill me fast, make it end. Also, what do you call it? You want to play Bolty or not? Like you would want to hypnotize a view. Oh, is that what it is? I'm trying to lull you guys into a, hey, hang out with me. And that's it. You don't have to donate, just hang out with me. Okay. Desperation. But crashes consistently. Spark says that should tell you how much I love Skyrim, that I would be willing to roleplay a hunter. Yeah, no kidding. Or a hobbit, yeah. A hermit, is that what it says? Hermit, yeah. Bodhi says, yo, damn, that's trippy. Maybe the hidden message in between would have been nice. What do you mean? Like in the between the thing? When it transitions? But that would break the hypnotism illusion, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let yourself fall into it. Okay. Also, Multi, I tried that tea I was talking to y'all about a lot. It's great. Ooh, it's bitter as fuck. But yes. Great as in the way it makes me feel, you know. Stop lighting me up. Max says, I'm gonna be AFK. Gonna get ready for the call. Gotcha. Do you mean leave the party then, Max? So I can just start, grinding basically. Let me know, Max. I'm gonna keep activating these things and just running away, basically. If I can get top 5, I'm jumping off. Spark says, I've played Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and have well over 100 hours in Elden Ring. Dad, I thought so. I thought so. I may get back in Elden Ring since they've added PvP arena. Yeah, also mods. I'm surprised the modding community that's popped out in Elden Ring as well. It's usually like character models and stuff, but still. Pretty good. Our boy Red has been paving the way for that a good bit. Spark says, I've only heard terrible things about Skyrim VR, so probably won't give it a try. Ooh, I want to show. Oh, can I show you a video? Can I send you a video? I mean, I can't show it to you on the stream. If I can send you a video, Sparks, if you're open to it. That to me, I heard the same shit, right? Or I heard the same thing, Sparks. I heard everyone say, my brother said like Skyrim VR gave him the most motion sickness he ever had. It was awful, terrible, all that stuff. And it was also at the release of the game, and also when it was on PlayStation 4, it just couldn't handle it essentially. But I seen a video recently with mods that made me be like, okay, that might have been true a couple years ago, but ever since, you know, Bethesda saved by modders once again, yeah, that's the feeling I get at least. Bodhi says, I missed the Highland live stream. Yeah, we're probably gonna be doing it on Friday, and you haven't missed much because I fucked up and like half of the stream was me with my face cam because the game was lagging. So I tried to optimize it by turning my editing software on performance mode, which makes it so that like it stops pulling so much power, but also stops giving me feedback of like I can see what I look like, I can see what you guys look like, I get all the bits and pieces. But yeah. Spark says, I've only heard terrible things from that. Bodhi says, I'm thinking about watching anime and your stream at the same time. You gotta get it. Gotta be like a Bleach anime where it's like there's a lot of filler episodes. You kind of need to pay half attention until shit starts getting real and he puts on the mask and then you're like, fuck, okay, you know. Can't be actually like a narrative though. Also, did you complete Overlord, Bodhi, or did you just edge yourself and then stop? So Raccoon says, the one thing all these games have in common is the grinding part. Oh, I see. Okay, so you is that what sets you off, Raccoon? Is it a game that like requires you to like meaningfully get better? So like every time you get you do something, you get a meaningful upgrade. I feel like so many games like that. With biggest one that comes to mind is Destiny. When I stopped playing it, I felt like it did not give me the feeling like I genuinely got better, like better weapon. It's usually just like a different type of weapon that did the same thing as my other weapon, except this one's a scout and this one's a hand cannon, and they're more or less the same. I hope they got better in Destiny. But yeah, like it feels good to have like these meaningful upgrades, and I feel like that's something that Elden Ring and that stuff does really well. And like the grinding is good, but you need the power to make the grinding worth it, the reward, I guess. At least I think. But yes. Bodhi says, I told you that it's better. Yeah, but that's the thing, Bodhi. I want to talk to you about this. Yeah, because I forgot. Oh yeah. Also, that's the old thing. But I heard someone in the comments of the thing that I got, this tea I got. I heard someone in the Amazon reviews say that like everyone keeps saying it's good, but it's bitter, and he's like, it's not bitter. It's like it has punched. It's hard to describe, but it's like when I drink my black coffee. That's bitter. That's like there's like a powerful like acidic punch to it. The green tea, it's hard to describe, which I empathize with you for even trying to help me get a sense for it. But it's like a vegetable bite. That's where I would put it at. It's more of a bite, because if you continue to drink it, you no longer get the bitter feeling. Like so, but the minute that you stop and your tongue finally doesn't have it on its taste buds, then it hits you with like kind of like this weird punchy taste. It's very similar to if you ever eat spinach. But spinach is, people say is bitter. I think it's just like that's the closest thing that they can kind of get within the taste profile is bitterness. But I wouldn't quite say it's bitter. I would say it's like, it tastes like eating something like a spinach, or like a fistful of lettuce almost. Like not like wet, like super sucked up all the water lettuce. Just lettuce on the end, like the black part of lettuce. Essentially, it's got like that slight. You can only really determine it to be bitterness, but it's not quite bitterness, you know? I missed, oh right, I still have some overlay. Yeah, I was about to say, finish that shit, complete it. It is a thing which it ends in such a way that is not like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? Also, I got like a bubble in my chest. Let's kick this up again, and run it. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Okay, good. Sometimes it fights me when I accidentally tap it. Also, Bolty, are you getting the Nemesis rerun or nah? Oh, I got a bump in my chest. Oh. What's the best, grindiest game you've played, though, Sir Raccoon? I feel like Warframe's up there for me. Alright. Bodhi says, yeah, Warframe. was about to say Warframe. I'm gonna say the same thing. Definitely, yeah. Warframe does a good thing where it's like it has like the best reward systems to me, that like getting a new Warframe genuinely feels like there's different ways of power, etc. But the edging, basically, they're like, oh, this Warframe part will be ready in 5 hours, 2 days, is just like, all right, well, I guess I'll kill time and grind some stuff and do this resort. Like, it just feels like you're guaranteed the rewards, so then you can have fun with the other aspects of the game, I guess, or even just be even more proficient and get everything else you need. But yeah, it's weird in that way. No reruns for me, says Bolty. Now, Bolty, is there any news on that? Like, if there's going to be a special, if like people were saying that they're gonna merge the Ice Guy and Lyra's, but then they drop a Nemesis banner. So I'm like, is this the game's way of being like, this is a present for our community, or is this some sort of weird thing where they're like, no, we're just gonna like every 10 days they're gonna be a character because it's Christmas, you know, or whatever. Ooh, I built a Warframe that took 72 hours. How? How is that a thing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Leave my... Oh, you fuckers. God damn all of you. Uh-oh. Fuck, I hate people so much. Like, fuck you and your happiness. Okay, we might be okay. We might have secured it with this. Unless there's someone above me. I just need to not choke. I think we're good. That might kill me, that little jack in the box. But maybe we'll be okay. Spark says, my favorite game to grind is Let It Die, Warframe, and The Cycle. The Cycle? The Cycle? Really? That's such a weird take. Okay. That must be some sort of deep cut. Am I thinking of that right? The Cycle? That's like that weird, like battle royale, super scuffed looking game. Maybe I'm thinking of The Circle or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Huh. Uh-oh. Ooh, I didn't mean to double jump that quick. The Cycle was fun. Nub, you'll finally see you. Give me a sec. Oh, God. And jump. Nub, I watched episode 2. I'm at episode 2 of The Dragon Prince, and I got things to say. Episode 1, I thought, oh my God, everyone looks so much prettier. That was great. But, goddamn, man, I hate what they did with that fucking person. The cute Irish girl, whatever her name is. I don't know. Her, the elf. I hate so badly what they did, and I think this is what you were getting at, maybe. What a stupid, dumb thing, man. The fact that, like, in the first second season or something like that, they're like, hey, by the way, you're a human, I'm an elf. It's just going to be a nightmare hell because I will live forever, basically, and you'll live for, like, a blink. So let's not fall in love with each other. Let's not do all this shit. It's just going to get real bad real fast. Also, who is still alive? They're all the way down there. You know what, love, you can win this. I need to talk anyway. Go ahead. Was it, who was it? I don't know. Take it. I just want my money. Yeah, what do you call it? It makes me so frustrated because, like, in the first thing they're like, oh, you're like, oh, our years are so precious. You're a human. You're gonna age way faster than me. And then one, she ages quickly, but not really. But anyway, point is that she ends up fucking off for 2 years. And like, she's like, yeah, vengeance. Ooh, vengeance. That's why I did it. And it just makes you feel like I hate her now. I think she's just a stupid, dumb idiot. Callum, I think, is I empathize with Callum. I have nothing against Callum, actually, at this point. I'm thinking, that sucks. That sucks ass. Where you save this person, you go out of your way, and then she's like, you know what? Instead of like just being with this person, I am going to fuck off and leave. I hated it. I only had episode 2. It looks gorgeous. The show is beautiful. The characters are better. I will say, Nub, I get the feeling that they added more frames. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think it's as choppy as it was. So yes, I think it doesn't look as weirdly like choppy. And yeah, I'm a fan of everything else, but I am very annoyed that it seems like I'm like, you know, Callum, you don't deserve the Irish girl. And I love the Irish girl. That's why I hate it so much, because it was such a beautiful thing, wonderfully executed, and then they're like, yeah, by the way, she decides to just flip him off and say, yeah, tough love. You know, our years that were gone. And you made me watch it. I only watched it because you were telling me to watch this. Now I'm watching it. Now I feel like I gotta finish it, but also I don't want to finish it because of that. Anyways. Nub says, but unless they add a better QOL change, I won't play. What is it about? What is the circle about? I feel like I'm misunderstanding what it was. But unless they add some of the QOL changes, they updated the cycle quite a few times. Still not perfect, but just a fun casual game. Doesn't require full focus. Concentration. Raccoon says, the entire time I have been watching the stream, I have been building blueprints. Ooh, blueprint. Oh, wait. Like, you mean the Wandering Shop blueprint guide or the Red Chest blueprint guide and let it die? Because, that's no good. No good at all. Nub says, I think my biggest issue is that they broke up in the comic. 0.01% of the people have actually read. It's anime Tarkov. Is that what it is? Yeah. So wait, in the Dragon Prince comic, they break up. What the fuck's the point of watching? Also, Callum, I'm not sure if he gets a glow up nub, but I'm on episode 3, I think, right when like this wind guy died, and Callum still just kind of looks like, hey, you know that thing I learned 2 years ago, flying? Yeah, I can do that a lot. And I'm like, well. What? Spark says, Nub, you're not wrong. I gotta look this up. What the fuck is that all about? Full screen, there we go. Give me a stick. Also, what do you think about the new layout, Nub? Too much, too little? The circle. Let's see. Google, help me. The circle. What the fuck is this? Oh, it actually doesn't look like what I thought it would. This is not what I was thinking of. Oh, I think I've seen this before. Yeah. This is that weird one where like you're in like a pod and you're running to this like enclosure, not enclosure, like this alien ship at the end, and you're all fighting, you all consolidate, I think. I've seen a person sponsored by this and played a lot. It looked neat. I think that's what it is. Yeah, like you run around, kill enemies, and then you can get armors and just like PUBG and all that stuff. But then you can also fight, you're in a team of 3 and you can kill enemies, so it's an ad versus enemies kind of soup, essentially. Yeah, and there's like crystal and shit, yeah. It looked interesting, but also, I don't know why, I haven't really, maybe I would love the free, what is it called? The meta of battle royales, but I haven't sunk my teeth into one yet. I think the only one I did was, I don't think I ever have, actually. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Epic transition. Thanks. I think it's fine. Good. Okay. I will say I do need to make it so the chat is at least visible, because it is quite... yeah, it's like the tiniest text you could ever see. I hope it's changeable. I really hope. The cycle frontier is the game. I think I've seen it. I think I got the right one. It looked like it was a space kind of like you're dropped into a pod and you're fucking shit up. It looked really interesting. There was one of those ones that like I seen that was a VR game as well. That was like you could like climb up walls and shit. Looked weird. my brother was seeing it and it was a co-op game, so I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, that one people talked about a lot too. But VR games either look like the most immersive, realistic, beautiful thing ever, or like cartoon garbage. Essentially, like a game that came out 50 years ago, brutal. But you know, it's kind of the barometer. Also, let's get back in it. But Nub, what have you been playing right now? Also, what would you determine to be the best grindy game that you've ever played? We'll drink some of my coffee. Spark says, personally, I think the best battle royale out now is Fortnite. Oh yeah, well that's to me is I agree, Sparks. I don't think anyone can disagree but also I think it's also it's the fact that the game has billions of dollars being pumped into it every week. So yeah, but at the same time, to me, like I don't play the game personally, but I see a ton of like clips every now and again, and like I see that this person's like riding on like a dirt bike and shit, but the animations look so good to where like it's perfectly hugging the wall. It's just nuts, to where you're just like, oh goddamn, this is money. This animation costed so much. Costs a lot. Nub says, also, Fluff tagged you for a video I posted. Didn't know if you wanted to see someone particularly bash Let It Die, so I didn't tag you and post it because he used a clip of you dying. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would love to see that video. No, yeah. What do you call it? No one hates Let It Die more than people who like Let It Die. Okay? Just how it is. I would love to see that. No, I didn't see it yet. Am I used in a like a what a douche, what a fucking idiot kind of way? Because that'll be a little a little rough, but I still want to see it. What the fuck? How did you get over here? God damn it, people are the worst. Okay, well that's great. I'm 7th. I don't even know how shit like that happens. I think it pops and then it concusses everybody, maybe? I don't know. It's frustrating. But anyway, we'll leave. Fuck you. Nah. I'm putting a few hours into Ixon? What is that? Let me look it up. What is this? Is that a hell of an abbreviated thing of the game, or is that what it's called? Okay, it's a console game, it says. What the fuck is this? Is it like you make a spaceship type thing? Okay, so like a top-down... okay, it looks kind of like a... auction not included type of top down like Civ type space builder game. Okay. Huh, cool. That makes sense because you were trying to get me to play that one game. What is it called? That it's like a Frost game, something. Yeah. Nub says, I think it's pretty bad game stance. Nub's like, I'm playing this one game. It's awful. As it is, but I'm playing it. What? I love it. Spark says, like I've played COD for 15 plus years, but they finally lost me with the recent game. Really? I feel like I get it. I get how they lost you, but I do think the realistic campaign, I was surprised. Like I didn't expect the campaign of a COD to do well at all. But because they added that realistic element and shit to it, I think that made the game feel so much more fresh and actually made it feel like there's a difficulty to it, which to me I've always wished games would do, man. I think the realistic tab is always the funnest. So like if you get a headshot, like if you die in like 2 shots, the enemy dies in 1 headshot, basically. But also they're hyper aggressive, they're more careful, stuff like that. I always love that way of playing. Instead of like you die, every enemy has a machine gun and you have 1 health and fuck, you die, die. You're gonna die. I hate that bit. Like there's a way of doing difficulty that can be like feel really satisfying by like making sure you always get headshots and making sure you're careful around peeking corners and just the right amount of delay to where you can get rewarded if you're fast enough, you know. Bolty says, I played Diablo 3 a lot as a grindy game, but I regret my life choices since the late game grind absolutely sucks in that game. Yeah, well, Diablo in any kind of like loot-based game, I think, could be tough, especially when like I think Diablo still has some of the harder loot drops. Like it's not as giving as other games. Like I think like what do you call it? Borderlands 3 and Wonderlands really fucked up the special feeling of getting a legendary, I think. Bolty says it was just XP grind to reach higher prestige levels on Paragon levels. Okay. Oh, I see. So it wasn't actually that much of an end game anyway. Raccoon says, I like how Let Die is on its 6-year anniversary. Yeah. Yeah. Also the fact that they're like, yeah, so here's like the only new thing that we're adding is decals, which you have to buy for. So, good team. That's a little frustrating. You just used your clip to explain the stun lock issue in Let It Die. Oh wow, okay. Ixon is just Frostpunk. Yeah, Frostpunk. I was about to say Frostpunk. Yeah, that's the game you always tell. You should play this game. Frostpunk is better. Yeah. Well, didn't they have a long time to like iterate over time? So maybe this game will be just as good if they have time to improve it. Or maybe it's an old-ass game and it's what you get. Yeah. Nev says, I think it's a game that was that good early on. It wasn't that good early on, but later on it just became dumb. I see. That makes sense. What's good, Vito? Vito says, hey, bro, do you need a thumbnail designer? I charge $10 per thumb. Now I'm good, buddy, but I appreciate the offer. I'm sure I do need it, but I would rather slowly foster that skill over time, even though I'm not the greatest. But yeah. But Vito, I'm already in the what do you call it, in the trenches of doing research and recon, of finding out the commonality of like what makes something a good thumbnail and what makes something eye-catching and stuff like that. But for our streams, I'll be honest, I kind of half-assed a little bit because, yeah, weirdly, the thing that we're doing is the thing that I think is interesting, usually, especially when streams come with a lot of baggage because you can't edit stuff out and things like that. Now, it says, my main issue with the game is that it has no replayability at all because only story mode is available and everything is predetermined. Okay. Now, have you ever played a game that I just mentioned, Auction Not Included? It's made by the people who made Let It Die, or Don't Starve. Another indie game I love, Don't Starve. It's made by those same people. I don't know if it's... I think they updated it for a while there. I just don't know if it's... And I think it also has mod support, so I don't know. But to me, it was one of those games, I'm not sure if it's your style, because it's not quite top-down. It's more of a side profile with a lot of moving parts. But to me, it seemed pretty fun. It seemed like a game I thought would be neat. I've played Don't Starve, but not Auction Not Included. It's funny, because I think that it has the same type of civilization, water purification. But yeah, I'm always curious how those games would be, because I'm not sure if they have like a survival element to them. I'm not sure if all the Frostpunk games do, or if it's like, it sounds weird, but I want a game that is less like, find out how to get your people clean water, and then you're like, cool, I solved that problem, and then you go do something else, and they're like, okay, now you have more people, so now you need even more water, and then it just becomes just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth between problems. I would love a game that's like what do you call it, just a consistent like building up an empire essentially, without so much of the like, you have to get this bar full or else your people will starve to death, and you're like, great, give me 1,000,000 years to figure this out. Ugh. And then you just look up a guide on YouTube and it's like, do this, and you're fine. I'm like, okay, good, thanks. I don't like either games to... Really? Oh, wow. I think Don't Starve is one of those hard to dislike games. Granted, I do think it's difficult. It's one of those games that is weirdly... It's both not difficult and difficult. It's tricky. You should... Yeah, Terraria. Terraria sounds is one of those games I also seen a lot of people love. It's like up there with Minecraft for a while. Although I think it's the perspective of the game of it being not like first person or a third person or like a top down kind of game is holds it back, but also aids itself. But I think largely to like the mass populace, I don't think they want to play a game like that. You know what I mean? It looks too old school, even though I know I've heard everyone say it's so fucking good. You know, this perception bias, I think. Boldy says day 1 of convincing Grin to watch. Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Listen, okay. I'll be honest. If I can be real honest for just like a quick minute. It's funny. Nub was on me for a good bit, just a little bit of pressure to say like, hey, you should watch Dragon Prince. Hey, you should watch Dragon Prince. And in my head, I'm like, I should watch Dragon Prince because I've watched both seasons. And what do you call it? I watched both seasons, and it's a Netflix show. So if I do plan on making a video for it, then all the better. It'll probably be, as most people have a Netflix account, and most people like the previous shows. So probably would just make sense for video wise. But with me doing so much of the VR stuff that I'm currently doing, and like 90% of my week is editing, and then like conceiving a thumbnail and blah, 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 all these things for my VR video things, it's made things a bit basically like with all your time being dedicated to creation. And when like I go to watch an anime, in my head it's also like, oh, I'm gonna watch this to make a video on it. It weirdly takes away from your ability to just sit back and enjoy things. You know what I mean? Like you're watching something for the express purpose to make something of it, and not just sit back and watch something fun and cool without any expectations. So for me, part of me, like I had a minute a couple days ago where I got a little like anxiety, like not anxiety, I got like a little bit like, fuck everything, fuck all this. I'm maybe overwhelmed, maybe anxious, maybe overwhelmed probably is the best way of putting it, which is like I haven't watched something just to watch something fun for probably 4 or 5 months. So for me, I was like, I kind of want, in my back of my head, I'm like, I kind of want to watch this one show, but I don't know if I want, like, I should watch the Dragon Prince one first, so I can make a video about it. And then in my head, I'm like, after that little moment I had, I'm like, I'm going to watch that one show. I mean, I might watch Dragon Prince for sure. I watched episode 2. It's already kind of pissing me off. so yeah, I just wanted to watch this like wholesome anime with like a pink-haired badass chick and this like soft boy who's like the boyfriend, which looks cute. So I'm like, I'll watch this. It seems low intensity. I like it. But yeah. Let's kick up another game real quick. Also, I might play some Dark Tide today as well. I'm gonna pause it and play some Dark Tide a little bit. Oh, I see. Nub says, I don't dislike Don't Starve. I just don't like it. Gotcha. So you feel neutral. Max says, Terraria gotta be my favorite game of all time. Really? Wow. I did not... Actually, no, that kind of makes sense. If it's not Minecraft, it's usually Terraria. If it's not Terraria, it's usually Skyrim. If it's not Skyrim, it's usually Dark Souls. Yeah. It's just like the people's big pooba. And if it's not Dark Souls, usually Zelda. You know. Nub says, if given the choice, I would say no, but I wouldn't go out of my way to decide to play it myself. Gotcha. It feels like all the good shows have fought. Really? What do you mean? I don't know about all that. I'm still excited to watch Chainsaw Man. Dark Souls is life, dude. I had this one guy in my class who was a bigger gentleman, and we were in a class for people with weird mental things. So just give you a gauge. Some people were like had the how do I put it? The maturity, I guess, is the way you put it. Maturity of a, let's say, a 14-year-old in a 27-year-old body. I don't know if this guy was one of those. He seemed like he was just had anger issues, but he played Dark Souls and was really all in it for a good bit. And he would tell me like how he beat it and how hard it was. And the whole time I'm like, I'm the guy who plays Jack and Daxter. Like, what? What is going on? I'm not my thing. and he would talk to me about it. And he was very sweet, actually, very sweet, kind person. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just saying. It was one of those things where I was like, huh, this is, yeah, you don't sound like you're having fun when you're playing this. It's just like a nightmare hell. And sure as shit, there it is. People are the worst. Probably could have got up there, but you know. I fucked up because now he's going to be able to perfectly get the bouncy pad and fuck my whole life up. The only thing I can maybe do is cut off a section like so. Oh, I am third though. One other person would just, you know, get out of here. I could too leave. We might just leave. Who's above me? Nobody. Literally nobody. Okay. Well, and there's these fuckers who will just basically go the distance to bleed you dry. Where are they? I don't think they're above. Yeah, one's down there. Fuck it. I want to leave. This is stupid. Number 3 is enough time to get your bag and leave. Okay. Well, to be fair, I told you to watch Dragon Prince not to have fun, but to vent with me against the show. I know, that's true, but it's the same thing of like, it sucks because I have a show in my head that I want to watch, and I'm like, I'll watch it after I watch Dragon Prince. So then I'm like, oh, I feel like I have to watch Dragon Prince just so I can get to the show I want to watch. So it ends up being a toxic relationship where you're like, fuck Dragon Prince even more for it being in my way. Raccoon says, what about the game We Happy Few is also solid. Yeah. We Happy Few is one of those games that it's like the best game I think to go back and play. Because at the time of launch, it was like in beta and early access to where it's kind of jumbled and whatnot, especially when you first got into it. But yeah, it was one of those games that to me seemed really unique. I don't know if they ever really got it to the place where everything was just razor sharp, really clever. Because it always felt kind of like, I remember there was a mission to get like, you had to come back every day to like listen to these couple talk, and you get mushrooms every time. And it just kind of felt like, okay, all right, I guess, yeah. This may sound kind of weird, but I've been really enjoying playing aim trainers such as Aim Lab or... What's Aim Lab? Is that just to improve your accuracy? That sounds awesome. I see a lot of people play those in the middle of like Overwatch games or something like that. What is it? It just looks like it's like a CSGO, minimalist as hell. You just hit targets. Yeah, but also I feel like Sparks, you just need to take a break from video games because I feel like you're just using video games as like a background noise, which is awesome. I think so many people do that, including myself. But you might be getting too close to the edge of like, games suck. You know what I mean? But I think you might also be looking for like just an immersive game to play, which is why Skyrim playthrough sounds pretty good. That's why I also thought VR would be good for you in Skyrim. Max says also, my call has concluded. Okay, you want to jump back in? Number says Dark Souls is life, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon Yellow, all other games great. Yeah. Well, the Pokemon. I wouldn't say Pokemon Yellow because I have no idea about Pokemon, but I've heard Pokemon. Pokemon's also up there for one of these. I don't fucking like people. People who say Pokemon, to me, it's like, I get it, but this is like blatantly a childhood thing. This is like, I played games on the Game Boy, but there's nothing about this game that is intrinsically complicated. The world is like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, at least with Dark Souls or Zelda, you're like, it's a crazy big world, it's vast, it's fucking crazy. Pokemon, it's like, does anyone really even understand the rules of Pokemon? Like, you can, and if the people do, it's dark and fucked up, and yeah, I don't know. Pokemon's a weird one. I get to say that's like the best game to you. I'm like, I understand because it could be nostalgia, but I don't know if Pokemon makes into like the generally best game or up there for top 100 best games that have been created for the mass populace, I should say, not for specific people. With that being said, the Pokemon sales are crazy, so I'm probably the odd man out, but yeah. My first Pokemon was yellow, and I cosplayed Ash because of lack of knowledge. What does that mean? I have one yellow cartridge somewhere around me. Yeah, but German yellow, Bolty and Nub, be honest, did you do the rare candy Master Ball? Okay, I fucked up. I shouldn't have talked shit about Pokemon when everyone's popping off about Pokemon. I have missed that train by a whole lot. It's level 100. I thought Mew was like level 7. I just used Cluster. She is the chilling on the Pokemon static. If you use level 100 glitch, you can catch her with a trainer encounter glitch. Yeah. I thought that was one of like the most OG things I heard about when people talk about Pokemon, like legends, about like there was this one glitch where you could do this one thing, and I was like, that sounds awesome. Also, kind of impossible, but yeah. Also, sounds like the devs had to specifically code that into the game, which is even more endearing. Also, Max, I'll send you an invite if you don't want it. Just ignore it. I don't know. Invite. There it is. You beat me to it. There he is. Bop. Hit the bop and the bop. Go. I canceled it. I fucked up. There we go. I personally love the whole Pokemon Stadium games. They were fun. Pokemon Stadium 1, Pokemon Stadium 2. I kind of agree. What do you mean Pokemon? What do you mean like with Pokemon? What do you agree with? Park says Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon Gale of Darkness were incredible. I haven't played the newer one, says Nub. Only 1 and 2. The whole cosplay Ash was having a Charizard that wouldn't listen to you, but one shot everything. Oh, I see that one. That sounds awesome. Man, I still, to me, hope so badly, because I don't think Nintendo will ever do it. I don't think Nintendo will ever do the like, hey, let's actually try to extract the coolest aspect of what this can enable and then give it to people. I don't think people will do it. So I would love like a game where there happens to be a world where there's a lot of type of like monsters, maybe it's Digimon, whatever you want to call it, monsters everywhere. And then you can go and basically attain those monsters, and your character does not lift a finger besides just wag his finger around giving commands, but similar to God of War and Atreus, you basically can enact that onto a person. Like basically when you hit square, your water Pokemon will start firing off, essentially. When you hit triangle, your whatever Pokemon will start firing off, that kind of thing. But I will say, to where it makes me excited is also, goddamn these people. Oh, goddamn them doing this to me. Stop it. Enough. I've killed myself because of my horribleness. Okay, what happens every fucking time I die? Go. I don't know, let's just try to jump. Okay, well, we could have got up there, we got up here instead. Great. Anyways, but yeah, sorry. To me, that would be a really cool Pokemon game. Just the idea of basically being like a tamer in any sort of RPG, except make it funner, essentially. But also, that was one thing I want to talk to you guys about. I had a little bit of time this morning, and I watched the Harry Potter, whatever it's called, the Potterverse type thing that looked really, really fun. It was like this dev stream for the Harry Potter game, and what do you call it? I was actually incredibly surprised and kind of impressed. The combat to me is exactly what I was hoping it would be, which is basically you have your D-pad is your attacks, but when you hold down RB, you basically can fucking goddamn people. Yes! Haha! Oh god. It's fine. That person died. I'll be fourth. It's fine. Let's just end it. End it. I just want to get in, get out. Give me that 3,000 and leave. Okay, it takes far more time. Well, if you make it top 5, fuck off. Because it's just such not worth it if not. Oh, but in the Harry Potter game, yeah, you can like cast a bunch of these spells. I'll be honest, man, it looks pretty cool. Also, apparently it's open world. I haven't seen part 2 of the Harry Potter one though. So that game to me looks like a fun time. I don't know when it'll be. Also, has anyone here who has a PS4 or PS console, has anyone played the Forspoken demo? And how did you feel? If not, could you play the Forspoken demo for me and get back to me about how it'd be? Because I heard a lot of people say it's good. I just want to I want to ask people someone questions who has played it, basically. Like, is the combat feel flowy? Is it good? Ba, 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 ba. A raccoon says, okay, really? Thank you so much, raccoon. I'll play it, perfect. She is chilling on the power. I personally love the whole damn game, fun. The whole cosplay ass thing was that. Nova says there are fan-made Pokemon games which Nintendo tries to kill every time. Yeah, but that's why to me I think you can't do like these fan-made games are like it's something. It's like it's basically Pokemon. They literally even just say like, hey, here's a ball, but it's called like a trap ball or something, and it's like, no, idiot, make it something else. Make it like a gauntlet that sucks in the souls of these fucking animal monsters. I don't know, something. But to me, I think that would put it like where like Nintendo couldn't fuck you up if you did it in that way of like the God of War Atreus, but like 15 other Atreuses on the field. Devil May Cry has something similar, except I think it's too combo-y for most people. They'd get overwhelmed. And you could just make like your D-pad or your A, square, whatever would all be your different attacks essentially, and then you could hold RB or L or LT, and that would change the effect of what your not your D-pad, sorry, your like X, Y would change based on what you hold RT or not. And you'd have like a bunch of different access points, I guess. What's good, Alex? Alex says, when we getting Let It Die 2 though? I have no idea, man. Hopefully in a I don't know, man. I think maybe I probably would say 3 years would be my, like, I don't know, maybe 3 years, maybe 2 years, depends, probably 3 years, because they've got to work on it, because it's not like Let It Die was not an extremely profitable game. That's why Gung Ho still makes decals for it and stuff like that. But I think it is owned by Gung Ho and not necessarily Grasshopper. The publisher is Gung Ho, and I think they'll make a sequel, but I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll do it. They'll wait to do it probably to like make a whole ass replayable, regenerable thing. Because we're coming on like the 6-year anniversary. Yeah, it's like that. If they started working on something similar like 3 years ago when they stopped updating Let It Die, because what the fuck has Grasshopper been doing besides Trez Strikes Again? You know? Or sorry, that'd be what they'd be working on. Oh, what's it called? Raccoon, it is called Forspoken. So if you go into I think the PlayStation store, you type in Forspoken, it should have like a girl who has like magic and shit around her. That's the game. I think it's available. Yeah, it's available. I've seen someone play it. Alex says, I love you, Grin. Platonically. Of course. I'm still catching up on the Let It Die video. Thank you, man. Appreciate you supporting them. Also, okay. I guess. Kind of rude, Alex, but fine. Nub says, oh, the fan games, fan-made games are just Pokemon, but with new mechanics. I see. Basically mods. Okay. Nub says, and they combine all of the other mechanics from the other Pokemon games into one. Yeah. Max says, Pokemon. Let's start. Pokemon Unbound was one of the best fan games I remember playing. I don't know what that is. Forsaken Soul? No. It's Forspoken, I think. No. Maybe. What was it called? Yeah, Nub's got it. I think it's Forspoken. What I said? Forspoken. Yeah. It's. I could quickly Google it after we're done doing this if you can't find it. Forspoken. I think it's right. What was I saying? Forstoken? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you an image of it on the thing. It should be there. Should be. Oh, man. Nub says, I don't think Let It Die will get a sequel anymore. Why do you say that? Because to me, I think that was the whole reason. Like the reason why I think it might, it's still like assured, but the reason why I think it might is because why would they not just name Death vs. Let It Die 2? You know what I mean? Like Death vs. gains nothing from being called Death vs. Let It Die, besides it being like, see, it's in the world, kind of connected. Like it kind of benefits from the title of Let It Die, but yeah, I don't know by much. Sorry, by how much. So to me, I don't know. Part of me thinks that there's a chance, but I don't want to be that guy either who's like, well, sure, a chance, but not a great chance. These fucking people are gonna wreck my whole damn life. Stop it. I hate them. I hate them all. I hope they rot in hell. I hope they all rot in hell. Oh, god damn it. Fucking hate. This is the epitome of like, I just want to be over here by my thing. They're like, fuck those people. I think it's because they know that the game of you, the more they just chip off chunks, the more one person falls, they can secure 5th place and leave essentially. But you know. Oh, but I'll look up a thing of it so I can show you. Doop-a-da-ba. Forspoken console game. It is called this. It should look something like this when you download it. Where's the image? There we go. It should look something like this. Still kind of zoomed in. There we go. Something like this. See this woman with magic and shit? Forspoken. Should be on PS4, unless that was maybe it's only on like the next gen consoles, but I don't think that's right. But yes, I am curious how it be. Hopefully it is good, because it is coming out, and that's the only game that we have that's kind of AAA, and looks quite fun, but also could be a shit show. So Alex says, what's Tower of Fantasy? I hear it's good. It's good, man. It's real good. If you like Genshin, it's real good. If you like MMOs, it's real good. If you like a game that has a lot of grindiness, this game will take care of you. The only thing that sucks about Tower of Fantasy a little bit is that the one thing I keep coming to is that it doesn't have any satisfying gain, I guess. That's not the right way to phrase it, but like in Genshin, you can level up your talents, and that's like a feeling of like boom, 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 boom. Like there's this hit of like, I'm making a genuine improvement. There's so much RNG in Tower Fantasy that there's no like synthetic buff that you can do to your skills, to where it just feels like you're kind of like, okay, it'd be really cool to like level up my E skill. I don't think that's the case. If there is that, I'm crazy. What? If you can level up your like E skill somehow, that'd be amazing. I don't think it's the case. That's one thing I think Tower Fantasy is missing a little bit, is just like the feeling of satisfaction of like genuine like baseline upgrades, rather than like everything is like, did I get a Matrix Seed? No. Did you get anything of value? Kind of, but not really. And it's like, eh. But it is fun to like just play. It's also pretty easy to play. Doesn't ask a lot of you, but it does have a lot for you, I guess, which is nice. Let's start it up again. Ba, 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 ba. I don't think we expected. Sorry, I don't think Deathverse didn't do as well. Oh no, I think Deathverse is done. Well, I don't know, Nub, because that's the thing that I'm just surprised by. When I played Deathverse, and when I see like Lone Syndicate's games of Deathverse, I always see people with skins, like in unique skins. And I remember even playing that in the beta. I was like, how the fuck are people spending this much money in the game already? So it's weird. It's like, if you can capture a lot of value from a small group of people, that value can be you can subsist on that forever. So I'm not sure yet. It's hard to say. Oh. Max says Pokemon Unbound was one of the most popular ones too, as well as being most liked. I see. Spark says, I wish I could play Genshin without any memory of the game. Something that about the game was incredible and reliable. Dude, I agree, Sparks. I agree. It was a game that you wanted to spend time in, but then it kind of made it kind of fell apart a little bit, at least to me, when it all kind of devolves a little bit into like, okay, well, we've done the thing, you know. Like, so there's no like carrot on the stick in any way, really. At least for me, there wasn't anymore. Ooh. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, God. Shit. Hey, little miss. It's unlucky what happened to you. They've started to devour the ground below me. Sorry, little miss. But ward is hell. Never mind. You can double jump that fucking much? You can jump 2 strides worth? Okay, we're gonna do one of these. We're gonna do one of these. Fuck. No. No. Not like this. God damn it. Son of a bitch. He just died anyway. Fucking pointless death. Ah, fucking. We're 7th? Ah, fucking God, that's terrible. 7th is bad. 7th, it's not worth it. You wasted time. 5th worth. Rock Raccoon says, "Oh, Forspoken is only on PS5." Oh, sorry, Raccoon. I didn't mean to mislead you. I didn't know that. I thought it was on maybe both consoles. Alex says, "Oof, I play a lot of gacha games, and that sounds like archery game, which end game is just grinding for better stats on equipment." Well, I wouldn't say that actually, Alex. It's got a good bit of stuff to it. Like, to me, like within the first month, they added raids. They added, there's a new character coming down the pipeline. Usually there's like customization for your character, so you can look however you want. In fact, I probably should switch to my one person at this point. Simulacrum. Remove. Don't ask. I just downloaded a skin because I couldn't be fucking bothered to make one, and I thought, fuck it. Good enough. How about you, Alex? So what game are you currently playing right now? Nub says, "I'm going to have to dip from the stream. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you so much for hanging out, Nub. Hopefully we can talk again." And Spark says, "Once you hit AR-55 plus, then the game is just dead to me." Yep. I didn't know what I was grinding for at that point. Yeah. What was worse was like, what's worse to me is not that, because like you said, you can still technically grind. You know, there's events constantly. The issue to me was that it, like, after 2 years of the game being out, there still was like no new thing really added, and the new thing added wasn't something that you could dig into. Like, to me, it made proficient sense to add something like an end game, something like even housing could have been something. Haven't updated housing in a fucking long time. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing that's new in the game is housing and domains, which are just identical copies of other domains that can give you new resources to grind for. Like, so to me, outside of like the levels, and again, it's just the exact same that you've gotten for the entire game, which is like, explore this area that's beautiful. Okay, explore this other area that's beautiful, get some chests, and that's the same thing you did the previous game, and then it's just more of the same thing. Explore areas, get chests. To me, I wish they had added something that felt like you could keep doing it, something that like harmonized the beauty of the world whilst also giving you something to do and a reason to do it, hopefully. But also, to me, which is one of those things that's so frustrating about Genshin, is that it just seems like it had the potential to be such a good game, but they kind of, in my opinion, it's just too much of an incentive to not rock the boat, essentially. So like, you're making billions of dollars as a company. Some Joe Schmo designers like, this would make the game significantly better. This would make our community significantly happier. And I think they're operating under a perspective of like, especially because they have investors, that like, well, just don't rock the boat. Even if we make 30% less money than we made the previous years, we're still making billions of dollars. Like, this is nuts. So there's no incentive to adapt or change until they start to dwindle in monetary value, and then they can change. But even then, that's, yeah. Some would argue once you get to a certain momentum size and when people just want to exist in your world and it becomes a part of your routine, that's all that you really need. You don't really need to change or adapt, because if people can like take comfort, same reason why people play Minecraft almost every day. Like, it's not only because it's a good game and has modular ability, but it's also just because it's comforting. It's what you've known. It's what you know. Same reason why Call of Duty and FIFA, these games that aren't technically crazy, sell every year, is because it's their cozy comfort blanket for like 90% of the populace. You know. You should do a Fall Guys stream. I don't know if I should. To me, the Fall Guys thing to me makes me feel anxiety. Like, I always, like, I do not. I'm a person that doesn't enjoy losing, I guess, is the best way I could describe it. And even though it's like, oh, you know, because to me, losing has never been like, fuck my teammates, fuck my this bad circumstance happened to me. It's always like, I made a mistake. Why did I make that mistake? How can I not make that mistake anymore? Like, my brain just over analyzes myself and my actions, so it's just bad for me. Please do a Fall Guys stream. We could all team up. We'll see. Just now, I was wondering about the other players of Overlord Universe. Yeah. Well, I don't think that's the one thing that to me would be a cool thing for them to do in Overlord. I don't think they'll ever do it, but there's like that underlying thing in Overlord the anime that Ainz is like looking for his other teammates. But I think the only one that makes sense for him to show up is Touch Me, which is an amazing username for an online game. But because I think because Ainz is such a relentless savage at this point, that I think that's the only thing that makes a decent amount of success, or a decent amount of sense. Just trying to quarantine a little chunk for me. Stop. Fucking, I hate people so much. I hate people so much. We're burning it all down then. We're burning it all down. Ah. Alright, we made it a little bit okay. I want anime stream. Dude, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. I don't know how we'd do it. You'd maybe do like just a face cam and then hit go. That'd be kind of cool. People do it, especially on YouTube. There's like a lot of channels that are like out there who like just blur, which in hindsight, you only really need to see like a slight faded out as hell anime moment to really get the sense of it. Like, yeah. Which is weird, because that's why anime things I don't think realize that, like, a part of people, like, I would totally watch a video of somebody reacting to like the most exciting moments in like My Hero Academia or something like that, and just to see a person react to the same way that, like, feel how incredible something is in the same way that I felt it was, you know, that same incredibleness, etc. Stop it! Stop it! How come you're moving so much faster than me? Come on, come on! Yes! Fuck! It was not worth it. I have killed my whole self. Fuck. Okay, well. Hey, I'm now at the top, baby. Oh, we're top 3. Fall, dude, at the bottom. Did he fall? Nah. Somebody fall. Come on, guy at the bottom. You're at the bottom. Fall so that I can fall. I'm to second place. There's a lot to be had in second place. I don't know where she went. Did you go higher? She did. Fuck these people. Oh, we're done. We're done. Hey, I'm done. Okay, good. I didn't see that there was 2. Good. I just want a second place. Goodbye. I don't know what I was saying. I completely blacked out. I was just focusing on winning. Alex says, I got back into Let It Die after a friend of mine picked it back up, and I never made it to 440. I'm currently on 38, on 39, MM2, Bloodborne, Path of Exile, Smite, and Overwatch 2. Oh, I see. What do you call it? That's awesome, man. Yeah, at this point, you just need to do the wandering shop and then just profit. Vody says, I want an anime stream. Yes, please. We might just... we must need some way to stay in sync. Yeah. I think it would make sense to have like a very, very not generous like time code. The time code, yes, but I could share my screen, but like add a heavy whitewashed filter to where like you're only seeing a very like a slit of it basically, just so you could match that up as well. Yeah, we could do like a hey, maybe that's what we could do. A multi one of these days we could do a JoJo stream, or we watch it, because I feel like that show is better watched together as a community, taking in the absurdity, etc. Oh, my legs are so sore. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think we should do? We could either keep grinding Tower Fantasy, maybe change it up and do some dailies, or I think I'll probably do my daily. I have one more daily to do before we do this. Tower Fantasy, or do a little bit of Dark Tide at the end of the stream, because we're not going to do it tomorrow, I don't think, because of I wanted to play the weird Josh Roiland, whatever's it go, James, whatever's his name, the whole High on Life game again. Oh my god, my favorite gacha game is getting Overlord collab. Nice! On JP right now. It's called Grand Summoner. Ooh, that's so silly. Let me guess. Albedo? It's gotta be Albedo and maybe the vampire person. But I feel like the vampire person they can't do. There was a vampire person, Shaltier, she's meant to be like an unkillable god. So I'd feel slighted if they didn't make her OP. Alex says people use Amir for some anime streams. Yeah. So well, Amir, that's, I don't want to get even near the realm of getting fucked up. You know what I mean? Like I want to get as close to like Bolty's saying, like you need a way to sync everything up, but you also can't get too close. You know what I mean? Like even a little bit close will get me like in the line of like YouTube being like, hey, you know, eventually AI is gonna get better. They're gonna scan things and more clever. So we need to make sure we're okay. Yes, Albedo, Ainz, Shaltier, and Nober. Oh, Canober. Really? No, man, one of the ones who's classy as hell to me is the Sebas. I think Sebas is an absolute beast. Raccoon says, have you played The Last of Us? I have played the first one. I never resonated to me as much as other people, though. I know a lot of people love The Last of Us. To me, it never quite sunk up. It was good. Like, I would say it was a good game, but I know some people say it was like a great game. And after Last of Us 2, boy, am I happy I was not a part of that crew that was like, this is the best game that's ever played. I'm sure it's still a good game for a lot of people, but for me, it looked painful. It just looked like a painful experience. Bolty says, yes, Jojo. Oh my god, yeah, we could do that, yeah. But give me some time. Give me like a week or two. After Christmas, maybe we'll do it. Not too soon, because I got still a lot of the VR stuff to iron out and get after, so. Spark says, we could sync the time in Discord. That way there is no issues on YouTube. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a solid idea. That's not a bad idea too. We might try to do a weird mixture of both, because it'd be cool for people in past broadcasts to also like be able to skip to the moment that shit pops off and then get your weird reaction to it. You know what I mean, or whatever it be. What am I doing? I'm trying to do my dailies. They're over here. But yeah, I kind of wanted to play a little bit of Dark Tide. We did all the dailies. Never mind. Shit. I guess the last thing for me to do is to buy a bunch of beacons and log off, as well as buy other things with our money that we've garnered from doing Fall Guys things. This shop Give me all of the things. You can only buy one more. Never mind. Boom. Give me all of this because this is immensely valuable. Good. I don't know what else to buy. What's a lost text? It's just a title. Huh. Memory core seems like it could be something. Let's grab this, I guess. It is. What is lost data something? I don't know. We'll get the rest of this too. We'll get this too, I guess. Still got a lot of grind. Lot to grind. Alright. Let us go to our home and get our resources and go play maybe one game, maybe a Dark Tide, because that's wanted to play. I haven't played in a while. Also, apparently, Fluff was telling me this. In Dark Tide, there is a new updated weapon. Basically, there's new weapons, like a giant, seems like a giant mace, in the sense that I get from it. Why can't I go? Oh, I got equipped. Max, it was great playing with you, by the way. Sorry. Yeah. I gotta go and we gotta wind down for one, but I also gotta go and eat soon here, so I'm trying to squeeze in everything here. This. What it says, have you disabled? I have not yet. I have not, because every time we got to a point where we could stop, it was gone. You were gone, or we were off again because it was delayed. Something. Yes, I watch all 4 seasons with my little brother. Yeah, man. What do you call it? That's such a good thing. If we're talking about Overlord, we're talking about JoJo. I checked it out, and Forspoken looks. Oh, you did? Okay, I was gonna say, Alex. Oh, my chest. Ow. How is Forspoken? Because Forspoken to me looks. I wanted to ask someone questions about it. How is the combat? Does it feel like it flows together? And what is the general formula of the game if you can dissolve it into anything like that? Like, to me, is it like where you run around and do quests, or is it like you run around and like Far Cry has a formula of like go around, capture checkpoints, get rewards, get new spells or get new guns, then move on to the next thing. Other games have like it's all entirely to do with quests. Like, I'm curious about what the game's formula is, I guess, because to me I couldn't really pick that up from the trailers. Besides just like it has crazy traversal, the magic seems nuts, the story and like the humanity in this whatever world seems like it's not there. Seems like it's just really isolated. So yeah, to me I'm just curious about what that looked like in its entirety. Let's do that. Load up Dark Tide, please don't. Thank you. I thought I was gonna have to oh wait, maybe. Oh shit, maybe we're just gonna wind down because we have to download an update. Download an update. How bad is it? Also, how much is our stream gonna lag? Maybe we'll see. It's a starting download. A raccoon says Forspoken kind of looks like Dishonored. Yeah, well, a little bit. To me, the one thing that makes me excited about Forspoken is just the premise. It's literally like an isekai, which to me sounds pretty dope. Also, fuck me, it's a 7 GB update. We may not be able to play. That's gonna take some time. We can just hang on chat for the last little bit though. Yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, Forspoken, the thing that gets me excited for it is that it says that there's like 1,000 spells, which could be a bad thing. Oh, it's Isekai. Yeah, she's like just a normal human being that gets pulled into this weird rift and gets this bracelet that's like a British man. So like to me, there's the reasons why I think I like Forspoken is because it's like an isekai premise where this girl gets sucked into this world. I wish it was like a gender, whatever. You could just pick your gender, but whatever. Your girl gets sucked into this world. She has this bracelet that's like this suave British guy talking to her like, "Hello, we're kind of together now, I guess." And it paces out like that, and she slowly starts aggregating powers and stuff like that, which seems fun. But the thing that really makes me curious is not only like the British person talking to you, it's just a fun trope to have like a companion that like is bouncing off, like just like a God of War and Atreus, just 2 characters bouncing off each other constantly seems fun. But the magic to me with the summons and like the way you can queue up things seems to be really satisfying. In fact, I think like going from that game to what eventually like a couple months after that I think will be a Harry Potter game, that'll be nuts. That'll be like, oh my god, so much. Oh, my nose. Alex says, so first off, to establish, is Forspoken a fan-made game? No, it is not. Forspoken is a game that is. Let me show you. This is what we were talking about. Oh, we may be talking about different games. This is the game that I was talking to you about. I thought that's what you were talking about. We'll do this. This is Forspoken F11. Boom. This is Forspoken right here. Sorry about the spam. But yeah, this is Forspoken. It's one of the games I'm excited for this year and even next year. It looks neat. Basically, this girl gets transported to another world. It's like a third person. It basically looks like Infamous Second Son, like that type of vibe. Constantly slapping up magic, except apparently there's like 500 spells. Again, that could be like some sort of weird, kind of true but mostly not thing. We'll see. But regardless, hyped. It also could be disappointing. But there's a beta, unfortunately, only on PS4 for right now, and I wanted to ask you guys, anyone who's played it, how it is, because to me it looks fun, but it also looks like it could be really hard to play, like clunky in a way. So yeah. I should also just pull up a goddamn thing for you guys. Where is it? Also, why is my stream thing getting weird? I can also just do this and then get up an actual piece of gameplay so that we can look at it whilst we just chill. I don't think what's our no, we're at like 1% on the update, so it's looking like we're not gonna play it. But this is the first 10 minutes of some of the game, so we'll do this. Load in. When it says first 10 minutes, what does that mean? It's probably pretty good. All right, this go top left. Okay, so this is Forspoken. It looks. I will say this is the only thing I don't like about it. It looks a little bland. Like this is when you think of like getting isekai to a fantasy world, you want like see color, you want to see orcs. Instead, you see like you're a wizard in a very gray world, which yeah, but looks kind of rad. This is just the environment. I haven't seen this yet. This looks good. Also, it's like a very infamous-y Second Son type thing where it's like great cutscenes, super high quality. That thing. There we go. That's what I want to see. Hit me with it. Also, some of the word looks good. Yeah. So it's like got crazy movement where you can like skateboard on ice. You got spells, a bunch of weird things. You got this giant HUD that pops up. You got these weird whips and shit and healing spells, stabs, stuff like that. It's actually, yeah. Again, it looks good. Does it feel good is how I want it. It looks like they've done a lot of liberties to make it feel good, because sometimes the animation just looks like, fuck it, you move over it. You do a kickflip over it. Fuck it, you're there now. Which looks cool. But yeah. Good day, madam. Alex says, I'm downloading the demo right now. I'll update you on the next stream. Let's go. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. And what do you call it? Tomorrow we are going to be playing a game that's a trip. It's called High on Life. It's a game with living weapons that are constantly chalking shit to you. And it's just a lot of swears. Lots of swear words. But no, this game, look, to me, is one of the ones I have on my radar. This, Hogwarts Legacy, and I don't know what else, man. Everyone always says a game, and I'm like, that one, right. Forgot about that one. But yeah, this is what's all along the horizon for the next couple months. I feel like there's one I'm missing. Oh, and then the Starfield. Big old open world games to dig into. But the magic seems complicated AF. Like, goddamn. What is going on? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, a feast for your eyes. Actually, I'll put the trailer in the comments if people want to give it a watch. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Also, I hope you enjoyed the new stream layout. Yes, the stream layout, I hope it's okay. I gotta probably adjust some things, tweak some things. Definitely gotta fix the chat. It's super tiny. It's like you squinting, barely see it. And on mobile, I'm pretty sure it's unreadable, so. But yes, this is the new layout. I like it a good bit. I do think I might tweak it and twist it a little bit. But yes, tomorrow, Friday, we will be playing. We usually play Dark Tide. That's not changing, but this week it is, which is we're going to be playing that High on Life because I just wanted to play it again. And I wanted to play it with you guys. Hopefully some people pop into that stream because, yeah, it's always a weird trip. Like, I feel like that game is a game that's fun to experience with a community of people reacting to its absurdity. And yeah, hopefully we can do that tomorrow. Also, we're streaming at 1 p.m. as we do always. Right now it's 3 p.m. for me, so subtract 2 hours or something, and you'll be good. Max says, see you later, Grin. Enjoy the rest of your day/night. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's my day. My day, but thank you so much. Appreciate everyone for giving me a single second of your day, and hopefully I can see you again. Thank you again, and goodbye. Oh, so that's our new ending screen. Isn't that nice? Yeah.